Welcome back to Sierra 5 Kilo Oscar Victor channel. Welcome everybody. As you can see, we will be flying today. It is 10th of July, roughly about noontime. Discus 2 Caesar glider that is made by Champheard company, and it has a wingspan of 18 meters, aspect ratio 28.5 and glide ratio 46. That means that we can get from 1 kilometers of height, we can travel 46 kilometers in longitude. So we will be starting from Bled airport that is located here in the northwest part of Slovenia, and then we will continue or start our flight towards north point of our triangle to Libeliče airfield, and then through Drava Valley towards Maribor airport, and then we hope we will get enough height to get back home to Bled airport. We will make, or we did actually make, a triangle with total length of 243 kilometers, which is for me the best one-time flight. One day flight actually took me roughly 3 hours of flight time. So that's our elevation graph, where we can see where I won some altitude, where I lost some altitude, and we will get in the specific parts of the flight as we go. Other not interested parts we will skip with the fast moving movie. Here we are, ready for takeoff. We will announce takeoff departing to the north. We can see that some clouds are building. Our colleague is giving a signal for takeoff. Let's try to okay, speed is alive. We are solo. We are takeoff. Gear up. Here comes the airplane. Let's follow him. Just with ailerons. We are climbing slowly but surely. Flying a little bit too high probably. But there is some air moving here also. Just might be able to get some lift from here. Let's try to get it. We are now at 800 meters and we have some lift. As we were discussing it when we were being pulled, the sailplane was I want to make a photo so that we are on this side. Photo has been taken. Now let's try to gain some speed. this cloud looks good. I didn't turn on Volanta and I want to see how we climb. We are at 1000 meters. I want to get as high as possible under this cloud because it's providing me lift about 3 to 4 up to 5 meters per second. One 1100 meters. Nice lift. Let's go another turn. This one to the left. One final turn. Hope we will hit some. And now let's go. This is good. When we are traveling, we are still getting some lift. But the weather forecast is that in the afternoon and in the evening there will be some heavy rain and storms, so we need to hurry up. We are now at 1250 meters. Perfect weather. I did not have so good weather here in Slovenia, and I did try several times to get over these hills and get some triangle fly. Maybe I was speaking too soon today also. So here we are at a quick overview of this short section where we were flying next to the reach, next to the mountains, and trying to find some lift. It was not a great success. We were maintaining our altitude, and here we have some also hope to gain some altitude, but we didn't get. We did try to make one circle here, right here. We did one turn, no significant input on altitude, so we continued our flight next to the reach. And here at this point we got closer to the mountains and we lost some, let's say, relative altitude to the ground. And here on this reach it was the lowest altitude. Here in this let's say a little quicker overview, you will see that I made actually some turning on these hills on our left side, and we actually got some increase of altitude so that we were able to fly across Krvavec skiing place here on our left side. Let's make one turn. So let's see this section where we want some altitude. Here in this fast overview we see where did we make a turn. On the top left corner there is an area where we are at current time that is blinking, so that you can follow and see what is our relative height to the ground in each turn, or where did we win or lose some altitude. So it is quite a good view to show you. Here we have a lot of communication with Ljubljana airport that is here. They are just pushing us to one another to approach into the radar control and to approach into the radar control. Here in this valley we did quite good with altitude, as you can see. Our entering height and our exiting height is quite different, and this provided us enough height to go over Krvavec. And then we were struggling again to gain some altitude. Okay. Temperature is dropping a little bit. Where am I flying to? I'm not high enough to go this hill. This is this skiing area of Krvavec. hopefully we will make for this hill for sure. Now we are sailing towards Kamnik. This reach we might get something, even though we are losing some. Here in this section, as you can see, we were just maintaining our height. We didn't win no meters. There is a relatively high altitude here when we cross this valley, but then we get to the hills and we are very close to them, and we do not get no lift. At least we are not dropping, as you can see on top left photo, or take a look. You can see that our altitude stays the same. Also here on the right graph it is shown that we are flying in relatively straight line across this ridge on our right side, and our altitude stays the same. But then it starts to drop a little bit, and we were thinking already to land here in the nearby airport. We will overfly an airport, small field for ultralight aircraft, also sailing plane, gliders. This is Podbrezje. Do we see it on the map? Not. Just behind this hill. We will get some altitude from this ridge here. There's some small maybe I will not fly over Podbrezje. Maybe I will try to go to Slovenia and then to Letališče Libeliče. Maybe I can go this way around. Of course, at this point of flying, we didn't know what we will get in this valley. You can see on top left picture that we did get quite a big surprise. Now, come on! This is nice lift now, yes. As you can see, we are in a big climb. This is a nice column of warm air getting us higher and higher under the clouds. And there was a point where I thought I should move on, but the climb rate was so high, I just didn't go on. I was just climbing and climbing right underneath the clouds, and as you will see later, we did get so high that we were above some clouds layer also, and we got so high that we hit the wave probably, and you will see that later how we managed to fly it. What's the temperature here? Almost 10 degrees colder. In this lift I will fly slowly. Let's fly towards north. So as you saw, we did quite well in this warm column, or was it air lifting next to the hill. We got to above 2 kilometers altitude, and then we set ourselves on a journey towards Gradec. Originally I was thinking to make a triangle Bled, Maribor, Gradec, and then back to Bled, but as you heard in between, I changed my mind and I went over this hill towards Koroška and to airfield called Libeliče. Here we tried to gain some altitude, but not much effect, so we continued our journey, as you see on the top left corner of the map, how we manage our way to Dravograd and Libeliče, then to take a photo of our second corner of triangle, of course. Here we are, close to Libeliče airfield. This is a grass airfield, close to Dravograd, and we are getting ready to take a photo of airfield. We are flying quite around it, and here you can see it on the right side of Drava river. Here we are pretty high, so you cannot recognize it, but I can show it later if you want in the comment how this airfield looks in real life and how it looks in flying simulator. Here we were on Drava river valley, and we were in heights of 2,400 meters. This is quite high, as you can see on clouds. We are flying just underneath the base. And here we are flying towards Maribor, our third or second, how you look at it, corner of our triangle. And we were getting lift constantly. And this is a situation that was following us, not just in our way to Maribor, but also from Maribor to Bled. This is extremely lucky. We are flying, and we got so high. I was never so high with a airplane. You will see how it goes, and then we will discuss it. Here I stop the fast video so that we can see this area, skiing area at Ribnica na Pohorje. This is very small. Take it. Village close to the highest peak of Pohorju. We were many times in Ribnica na Pohorju, and that's why it's more of interest to me than to you. But still, now you know where Ribnica na Pohorju is. Here we were flying towards Maribor, and when we got to the Maribor, you will see we hit some amazing wave of thermal, or wave where we won some serious altitudes. You will see. And we will be soon at 3000 meters, 3 kilometers high. And we did it. And we are getting amazing lifts here. Unbelievable lifts above Maribor. Really amazing flying above Maribor. There is Maribor Airport, our third corner of our triangle, and we were still getting a lot of lifts even though we are high above clouds. Interesting phenomena, and again some lift. We just use it. Maybe it's a bug in Flight Simulator 3, I'm not sure, but we had some day to fly. Unbelievable what I'm doing, and in this maneuver I was being pushed up. These are quite some winds. I need to go around. Now it's time to take a photo of our third triangle corner and then move back towards our origin, that was Bled Airport. Still cannot believe how high I am in a glider. We won quite significant numbers of height here, and we are moving towards 3500 meters right here. We will stop our fast overview when we will reach our top altitude in this flight. It will be really interesting flying back home, since we are above clouds now. What will be... There is a storm getting ready for the afternoon. Look at me, I'm above the clouds. Here, where we were traveling towards Celje, we were struggling with strong headwind, and there was always up and downs. And as you see on the top left picture, where there is indicated our flying altitude, you can see that we were flying basically in a straight line. As soon as we dropped a little bit, we got back again strong headwind, and we were able to push our sail plane up, and variometer gave us the same altitude that we used to have it. So here we are flying at roughly 3,800 meters, and this is actually the highest altitude we reached in this flight. And that's because we wanted to progress our way to Bled, and we had to gain our speed. Our ground speed was very low, we were practically standing at foot. We are traveling 72 knots. Flying now with ground. I jumped over this small section, but as you saw, I was pushing my stick down to gain some speed, and we are still gaining speed, and we are still climbing. This was unbelievable. At this point, I thought I would not be able to get the airplane down. Just kidding. But we were trying to get as much ground speed as we could without overstressing the sailplane. And check this out, we are flying 160 kilometers per hour, and we are still climbing. 180 kilometers per hour, still climbing. We are now in pretty high steep mode, but still the glider is being pushed up into the air. We are not losing altitude, even though we are flying at a speed. Is this a joke? It's real. 75 kilometers per hour. Actually waves us from the left side. 100 knots. We are still climbing. 201. Let's say almost 200 kilometers per hour, and we are climbing, bumping and climbing. Of course, we had to get our airplane down. There is our airfield inside already, almost behind these hills on the right side, and we had to engage some braking after all. Not yet, but soon. Do we see the Ljubljana? We will skip this descend to our airfield so that we will take a final school circle and landing. We are flying pretty We have actually difficult times getting our airplane down. Do we see a suck? Here we are, back to Bled, getting ready to land, and it's time for a small request from my side to you. Please do subscribe, turn on a notification for my video, or at least press a like button. I would really appreciate that. And we are thank you very much for watching, and enjoy the fast overview of touch number 1. Thank you.
Usually
Sierra 5 Kilo Oscar Victor. Gliders are landing on the grass. That's it. We made it. We made it. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.